Hey, what's going on, guys? So I forgot to do a video on this yesterday regarding the version 3.0 raid changes, and I read through it just like a little bit. The only thing that really stood out to me was a couple changes done to the crystals. You won't be able to get any more of the featured crystals like the King crystal or like the current enraged crystal for the Megatron event that's going on right now. Instead, I think you're just going to be rewarded with like the 3-star version of the raid event character. So if these changes were already in effect, we wouldn't be able to get any enraged crystals. Instead, we would be able to get, I think, just one 3-star Megatron. But let's go over this together. We'll go, I guess, from top to bottom, see what other changes they've got. So commanders, since we first launched the game, there have been a couple major systems in the game that many of you have come to know quite well that have been in need of an update. They are the base and raid systems. They go hand in hand and rely very heavily on each other. Commanders have spent a lot of time and resources upgrading the bots and mods that have placed to defend their bases. And even more to upgrade the bots they use to raid other bases to gain raid chips that they use to purchase upgrade materials and crystals in special raid events. There are a couple issues that exist within the system that we need to address. There is an inherent issue with the raid system where players are able to rise through the ranks of raid medals to a place that they do not yet belong by continuously raiding bases that are well below their capabilities and belong to players that are not nearly capable of defending their bases against much stronger opponents. This has caused the ladder and tiers of the raid system to have become fractured and quite inaccurate. There is currently no clear performance-based indicator that players can measure themselves against or that we can use as a metric of performance. Okay. So to fix this problem, we are going to be issuing a major revision to the raid system. Starting August 28th, we will be altering the raid opponent selection to no longer offer options on which bases to raid. So you're only going to get one opponent, and that opponent will be selected based on their performance in raids in relation to yours. Okay, so we're not going to get our choice of 3, I guess, people to choose from. We're just going to get the one person, and that's going to be it, I guess. In the beginning, players may see matches that feel unfair, but as matches occur, the system will correct itself and give players more appropriate matchups based on their medal count. The higher your medal count, the tougher the opponents will become, and this is the way that it should be. That kind of makes sense, but as matches occur, the system will correct itself. That I can see that being like a major issue, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. Kabam's system is gonna fix itself, apparently. Their raid system, I guess. I don't know. We also believe that this will help address a major issue that many players have brought up over and over again. Players have noted multiple times that no matter how much time they've put into the bots and mods on their base, there doesn't seem to be anything that they can do to defend themselves from an attacker. This is a result of players constantly choosing the bases that they are well overqualified for. This statement, I don't really agree too much, because once you get like a 4-star to rank 3, you can pretty much demolish any base at the moment. Currently, all the mods, the 3-star mods, they only go up to rank 3. 4-star mods, they're still stuck at rank 1, so there's no, you can't upgrade those at all. And the majority of the bots, for the majority of players, it's a bunch of 3-stars and the occasional 4-stars at like rank 2 or 3 at the higher raid ladder brackets, I guess. We realize that this may be a jarring change to start with, but it is a necessary one for the health and future of the system. In addition to the opponent selection change, we're going to be making a few other changes. So, okay, on to the changes. Refreshing raid opponents will no longer cost a full raid ticket. Instead, refreshing will cost 2 energon and scale up to the full value of a raid ticket, 10 energon. This scaling will reset after 12 hours. Alright guys, so if you don't like the opponent you get, I guess you can refresh at a cost of 2 energon and it will scale up to 10. So kind of a money grab for like the players that, you know, have to select like the lower base defending rating, I guess, in order to be able to clear it. Now you're gonna have to pay in order to change it, so that kind of sucks. Let's see what else. Raid chips are now awarded for a successful defense. The amount of raid chips awarded will increase with your medal count. Okay, that's pretty cool. Raid time limits have been extended to 20 minutes from the original 15 to give players more time to complete their raid. I guess that's a good thing, because I know a lot of people seem to like have a lot of problems with raids, like where the fight just takes forever to load. So that honestly is a good thing. To help players ease into the system, we're going to be making a temporary change to the way that our special bot related raid events function as well. Starting August 28th with the launch of the Shockwave raid chip, you will now also have the ability to purchase a 3-star Shockwave from the raid store for 10,000 Shockwave chips. We know that many players have asked for something like this in the past and hope that you're excited about the prospect of being able to obtain a 3-star bot directly. However, with that in mind, we're removing the logic crystal that is usually included in raid events. Okay, so you're going to need 10,000 Shockwave chips, so is there going to be a 2-star Shockwave as well? But that's also going to cost Shockwave chips, so you're going to have to make your choice, I guess. Either going for the 2-star Shockwaves for 1,000 Shockwave chips, or 10,000 Shockwave chips for the 3-star version. Honestly, I don't even know if I've ever been able to get 10,000 chips for any character during any raid event, so this might be tough. Especially when like I don't really like have the time to raid like every single hour of the day, because I guess what, 24 hours a day, you should be able to get around 24,000. Oh my god, am I correct? No, not 24,000, I'm an idiot. 2,400 of the Shockwave chips, then maybe a little bit more, because I know they always give like 130. I think that's what currently the Megatron ones give, like 130. So I guess you basically just have to play a lot. During the Shockwave event, in addition to receiving Shockwave chips for a successful raid, players will be awarded with half of their potential Shockwave chip amount for failing the raid. This amount of chips for both a win and a loss will scale up with your medal count. Oh, okay, so you still get Shockwave chips basically if you fail the raid. Yeah, okay. I thought you get more Shockwave chips, but I guess not. We hope that this will encourage you all to start raiding and accelerate the time in which it takes to normalize the rankings of all of our commanders. This is a big change, commanders. It's going to take some getting used to, and it will be a little trickier in the beginning of the change, but we're going to continue to monitor the systems, address any issues that may arise, technical or in-game, and are dedicated to making these systems important and functional. Great. It's like Kabam knows, like, whatever breaks. On August 20th, guys, whatever breaks, don't worry, we're gonna be on it, ready to fix it. Overall, I think it's pretty good change. I don't really mind like the changes to like the raid events. Getting rid of the crystals, it's not too bad in a way, especially when most of us just get a bunch of 2-stars, and this way you're guaranteed you're guaranteed the featured raid event character for 10,000 chips. But I guess that's pretty good. We're gonna be getting the Shockwave raid event on August 28th, and the rest of these changes where you get raid chips for successful defenses, the time limit extension, it's also really good. I'm not too fond of like the refreshing raid opponents, just for like the lower level players, but other than that, I mean, good change overall, I guess. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna be streaming tonight at same time as usual, 10 p.m. Central, and we got some crystals to open up at the end, probably another 4-star. And then later on this week we'll start getting ready for Rulers of Kaon, so looking forward to that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you tonight.